What's up, YouTube? I'm going to show you guys how to make a green glass octopus pendant. So the first thing that I do is I shape the head for the main body of the octopus, and once I have that all shaped out, I'm going to make something called a Maria, and that's just me heating up the glass there and pushing it together as it heats up, and more material will gather within the flame and it'll create a disc. And that disc is called a glass Maria, and that's going to be used to make the tentacles for the octopus. So once I have that all shaped out and marbled and even, you'll see me actually take my tweezers in just a second, and I'm going to start to make imprints on that disc. But before I do that, I actually take off the bottom here because there's no need for it anymore. That's just to help me push the Maria. So flatten that and then get the tweezers like I was just talking about, and I'm going to start to make 8 imprints on this disc, and those 8 imprints will be used as a guide for me to take my scissors, my glass scissors, and start cutting the slits. And each one of those little slits is going to create the tentacle. So I've got 2 more left here, and then I'll take my glass rod and I'll heat them up one by one and stretch them out very slowly and evenly. So because I didn't want to bore you guys to death, I did a little time lapse to pull all of them out. And then once I have them pulled out, I'm going to switch the sides of my punty, which is my glass handle, and then I'll do this cool move where I shape the head and let it droop with gravity, and then you really see it start to take shape here. And right after that, I'll put the glass eyes on. I add 2 little dots of blue, and then I add 2 little dots of black for the pupils, and after I add those 2, I actually put a clear lens on right there, and that magnifies the color and makes it look more like an eye. And then here I just do a little freestyle dotting to make it fun, because I like to have fun with these little pendants. I'll melt those dots in, and after those are melted in, all I have to do is connect one of the tentacles on the back, and I actually use that as the bail so you can put a necklace through it. I heat this up, I shape it out with either a graphite rod or my tungsten pick. For this I used my tungsten pick. It was just the most readily available tool I had. And after that, I shape out all the little tentacles so they look all wiggly. And once those are shaped out, I have an octopus ready to go.